Hello, everyone, and welcome to another video by the Best Boys. This time starting as Sithscott, and
It's me, Getselious. That's right. Scott decided to be the number one man this time, so let's take it away, Scott. What do you want to talk about?
alrighty. So we just came back from a fun event called PAX West, where we got to play a variety of games. And one of those games is one I really wanted to talk about. Is called Everdeep Aurora. So Getselious, what and is Everdeep Aurora?
So, Everdeep Aurora is an adventure kind of explorer type two-dimensional game. It has a lot of references to other platformers that Scott will talk about later. But the people behind the game, the developer is Nautilus Games, and the publisher is Yeastbird. And I'm saying I don't know if it's actually Yeastbird, but Yeast because we play the Yeast series. So, if we botch it,
That
I'm
will ruin all our
sorry.
pronunciations.
Yeah, exactly. Look, man, it's not my fault. I learned two languages as a child, and the first language was the wrong one.
Happens to the best of us.
That's to the best of us. So Scott, take it away. Let them know more about Everdeep Aurora.
Alrighty. So this game is actually really interesting. It is a bit of a platformer. It also has a bit of inspiration from like Shovel Knight. So we have like a Shovel Knight and like Hollow Knight kind of combination of the platforming as well as kind of like some of the battle mechanics and digging. It's really cool because it's not really digging as much as you're drilling through blocks. And these blocks are basically the way that you can work on exploring the level, because if you do the right blocks to dig, then you can actually find ways to jump into secret areas that will give you secret items, or you can just keep proceeding down towards the route, which is generally down. Like there's a lot of digging down or drilling down. I'm just going to keep calling it either one because both drill and dig work in this game.
Yeah,
But my favorite thing about it is you play as a cat, but that's just me.
true, true. One of the games that can remind me of was I was telling you a lot because I don't think you played this game or wherever Mr. Driller. It kind of reminded me of Mr. Driller because that's in Mr. Drill the point of the game is keep drilling down, but like in a more puzzle way, like raise your score. But I thought it was really cool. Like I think it was like you at one point you were drilling, and but you ran out of like drill, like was it drill juice? And you're like, oh snap, what are we gonna do?
You have to find drill energy like all throughout, which there are some stations you can find throughout like the maps that you have. And usually they're either not really guarded, but they have other NPCs nearby that will try discussing it with you. And some people will not like you taking their drill energy, even though I don't see it has a limit, but it won't be able to overcharge your drill. You can only charge up to max, basically.
Yeah, and as I think when we were able to play at PAX, the highest we were able to get the drill meter was like maybe four-ish. But it was really
Yeah.
funny when you run to those NPCs. Some are nice, some give you lore. Someone's like, just go away. It's just
Someone just like will knock you out, just be like, no, I don't want you taking this. Bye.
exactly.
Like, man, apparently there's some side quest that maybe he'll actually get nice to me, or maybe he just, I don't know, has a fork up his butt or something.
Yeah, he seemed like a jerk, but I think one of the cool parts of the game is how, like, I think you were telling me, like, we were out there live, like, how free the exploration felt.
Yeah, like the way that you jump and everything, it felt like a really good, like, I don't know, you have a lot of range in how the jumping and how like the moving works with the drilling. And there's very few things that can't be drilled, but of course there are things that can't be. Like there's metallic surfaces that you can't drill through. Maybe eventually, I don't know, you could find upgrades to the drill that allows that to happen, but of what we played, it doesn't have anything except for drilling basically everything that can be drilled but the metal.
Yeah, I think one of the cool parts too was like I think you were when you were going too deep in one direction. I was like slightly trying to guide you, like, hey, you might want to like drill this block in this way so you can make a platform and jump up. And unironically, that works. You can actually make your own staircase up and down. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is actually a really cool implementation, I think, because again, you can find hidden areas, and making your own staircases can be part of that. Especially because you can find like little like boulders you can kind of push below, so that you can not just drill through, but you can also push some down. So there's a lot of just like exploration, just like experiencing what you can do. And I mean,
Definitely.
that's just going to the game mechanics, but also just the visuals are really like they're really like retro, but in a very nice aesthetic way. Like they have some of like a color palette of like a mix of like a Game Boy and a Game Boy Color, where it's like not too bright, but it's also very like dim for its aesthetics. But it works really well with the dungeons, and like it works really well with how they work with like the dirt you can dig and the metal parts. Like it shows a good variety of differences that you can see. Oh, this thing can be drilled. This thing can't, and it just has a good way of just helping your eye intuitively see what you can actually do in the area because of the graphics that it has.
Yeah, I think another thing that was pretty cool though was like you could tell what region you're in by the color changes. The pixel art's really well done in the game. Like it's subtle, but it's really good, and the palette swap's really nice. I think another thing that was really cool too was like I think you were finding a bunch of random junk that you could use to power up your drill, or in general use as currency. It was really weird. It's like, what is this stuff? All right, I'll just take it. Shoot.
Yeah, there's random currency inside rocks or like inside some of like the enemies that were like rocks.
Yeah, it's like I'll
So
take
it's
this.
really cool, and you can use that currency to like help pay for more energy upgrade, or not really upgrades, but get more energy for your drill. I didn't really find much of a shop, so it might not be you. There were shops that I could find in that demo, or maybe I just missed another room because there was a lot of exploration that I probably could have done more of, but
Yeah, there's
I
a
also
lot.
tried to do the best that I could.
No, no, no. It was all good because it's like there's so many things you could have done. You could have went like all the way left and went to the green room. You could have went down and found like the blue room. It was a lot of stuff. It was like, what am I doing? And even between, like even if I think it was some spots you broke in, you found like a hidden door to a random place. So, like, all right, and you look at this random place you found, the treasure chest or something. I was like, wow, that's neat.
Yeah, it's funny because the random room came to like a room that's just like a weird box that has like nothing in it. But if you find a way to drill up, you can actually make a staircase get to the top of that little area where the treasure chest is.
Yeah,
And then it's like that's the only thing there. So it's just like this was the thing there, but you had to actually explore the random area to find the one thing there.
pretty much. But I think that's everything we could talk about this game is experiencing it. The only final thoughts I said I would feel about this is one, I wonder if they have a puzzle mini game where you could play like Mr. Driller. That'd be cool. And two, I really kind of so I have a Steam Deck now. If this game is Steam Deck viable, day one purchase because this game is so cute enough I can play it away and not let anyone see me play a cute cat game in public. I have to protect
You don't
my
have to tell anyone.
exactly. No one will ever see the shame. Like, oh no, Getselious playing cute cat games. It's over him. Laugh at him, everybody. That's not gonna happen because you can't. Because it's in my Steam Deck. You won't see me playing online. So smart. But no, all seriousness. This game is Steam Deck viable. That's like day one purchase. It's that cool. I enjoy what I saw you playing it. You got anything else to add to that, Scott?
I would absolutely agree that if this is Steam Deck viable, it's definitely a day one purchase. I have already wishlisted it, but that's also because I wishlisted a lot of games while we were at PAX.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
there's
that.
so many games that we saw.
Yeah, I'm not even denying that. Like that, literally every game was handed to us. We tried if we had internet, we actually went and look it up and his wish list and done.
Which, to be fair, for anyone who does go to PAX and is like in a media role, that actually is a really good thing because if they see you wishlisting or even doing anything about their game that they aren't like trying to force on you, it turns them to be a lot more positive when you ask them questions about it.
Yeah, but don't wish. But honestly, wish list games you like and want, and things you're interested. It would be pretty mean to be like, oh yeah, I wish list a game. Go to the hotel, eat a cheeseburger, take a nap. That's not a good idea. Please wish list the games. It really helps with the algorithm of I need. Oh god, random side tangent. I need to look up one day how does the wishlist algorithm work? I have no idea why, but I do want to know why it works. That is, but we do know it helps developers. So please wishlist your local indie devs or sorry local indie devs, your indie devs because they need the buzz.
Absolutely. Working on wishlisting is probably the best thing you can do if you don't have money.
Yep. And without the way, thank you guys so much for checking out our impression, our thoughts of Everdeep Aurora, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.